Okay. One-on-one with Mike Pippen. I'm here with Vanessa, you know what I'm saying? And she's just giving us the rundown on like the life, man. So how do you catch a trick? And what is a trick?
A trick is a John. You know,
How do you catch them? Is it eye contact? Is it
sometimes it can be, I mean, for the most part, yeah. You could be out there on the corner for hours and make eye contact with 500 men. You know what I'm saying? It's all
yeah,
about, you just got to watch them. You know what I'm saying? You just got to watch where they're turning at, the direction. Sometimes they come through the alley. Sometimes they want you to walk to the alley. Sometimes they'll pull right up on you. It's just, every day is different. As far as money wise, every day is different. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Different times of the week, different times of the month, different times of the day.
yeah.
Different sides of town. It just depends upon where you're at and what you look like.
Now keeping it all the way funky, you know what I'm saying, with Mike P. Are there prominent people pulling up to you, or is it just
yes.
down? Is it just down dirty men, or is it
through the years I've had judges, doctors, lawyers, politicians.
A judge?
Yes.
They shouldn't have no problem finding a woman seem like a doctor.
Yeah, well, sometimes it's not about,
What is it about?
Sometimes it's not about the.
I want the scoop. What is it about? Is it about convenience?
Convenience. They could be on their way to work, coming home, gotta run into the grocery store real quick for the wife,
So the wife's always arguing, or just to get that relief, something that outside thing, that thrill.
Whatever the man is, whatever the John is not getting at home, that's what we're here for.
Okay, so how many times have you? I mean, I know we're here right now. Right now, you focusing on your sobriety, and you're not in that life, or you in and out of that life. But what makes you keep getting up? What makes you keep fighting? Like, what makes you keep trying to say, I want more, I want better?
Well, my age, to be quite honest.
Yeah.
But just, because I was a good girl before I ever got turned out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I come from a good family. We're not bad people. We just get caught up in bad situations. I've been in and out of group homes and foster homes since I was 10 years old.
Yeah.
I left United Methodist Children's Home and went from here to Brooklyn, New York, and made $2,500 in 3 days.
Yeah.
That's when it started.
So $2,500 is your max that you ever pulled on the street, or have you pulled?
No,
what's your max? What have you pulled?
On the average, in a day, I'll say between 500 to 1,000.
Did you have
remember too that
did a pimp set that standard for you, or that's just a good day for you?
In the beginning,
like when you was under pimping, what was the goal that you had to bring home?
I wasn't allowed to bring home. If I didn't have 1,000 to come home with, I couldn't come home.
And that's in a place that's jugging like New York, or that's just period?
Was in New York. That was in New York.
Yeah.
Once I got away and came back down here, I've been pretty much on my own freelancing since then.
So is it fair to say that drugs is the pimp now?
Yes,
because I heard a lot.
Definitely.
I interviewed a lot of pimps, and they said you couldn't get high on the track back in the day.
Yeah, hell no, you couldn't. If you got caught getting high on the track, you got your ass whooped. Nowadays, it's crack, fentanyl, and heroin.
Yeah, that's the pimp.
That's the pimp.
So if you got that, so that put the pimps out of business.
Yep.
Wow.
One particular pimp that I ran across that made a big impression on me, and in the beginning he caught me, but as time goes on, I still talk to him still today, and he's more inspiring.
Yeah.
He tries to keep me on the right track. He's here in Columbus.
Okay.
He goes by the name of Too Sweet.
Too Sweet.
Yeah. There was 2 of them back in the day.
Okay.
And one of them got killed.
Nah.
But the other's still alive.
Okay.
Another one that stands out in my mind is Scatter. Rest in peace. He was on Main and Linwood. He was the biggest dope man in Columbus back then.
Yeah.
It's just, times change. You know what I'm saying? It's just.
So outside of selling sex, have you ever did any other scams for a pimp or in the game, or?
Oh yeah, I've been one. Lure girls in, brought them to the table.
Yeah.
Do I regret it? Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Because I mean, I wish that happened to me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's just.
So you was paid a finder's fee.
Yep.
Or so to
and
say.
It's just if I knew then what I know now, I'd have kept my ass at home and played with my Barbie dolls. You know.
Streets is real.
Yeah. You know, because it's just this is not the life. This is not where it's at. This is not what's happening.
Now, do you connect more with black people or white people, or just by being on the streets, or what are you attracted to men-wise?
Men-wise, I love me some black men.
Yeah.
I mean, I got 8 kids. You know, I've got 8 living, 2 deceased, and 3 miscarriages.
And they all biracial?
All but one.
All but one.
Yep.
What happened there?
And
that was somebody you was trying to like? Or?
Yeah, and it's just, yeah, it didn't work out.
Yeah.
You know?
So is it black men love differently, or is it just because y'all in the game together? You know, when you out here?
A little bit of both. A
Yeah.
little bit of both. Because see, I got a smart ass mouth, and I know it. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, it's just it seems like a black man will snatch a hold of me and check me before a white man will.
Back with Vanessa Lynn, one-on-one with Mike Pippen. We talking about the street life. We giving it to y'all raw. We giving it to y'all real. Thanking her for her time coming out. You know, I'm gonna get into something with you, Vanessa. I want to know what's one of the most insane, bizarre encounters you've ever had with a trick or just a person, period.
This was back in 2004.
Yeah.
It was a white man. He picked me up and he told me, he said, look, all I want you to do is get me off and I'll give you $400. Okay, cool.
Wow.
He pulled out his tallywhacker. I looked at him and I said, what the hell do you want me to do with that? That motherfucker was that damn long. Soft.
Wow.
I looked at him and I said, I'll tell you what. You keep your money, I'll get out and I'll walk back.
Yeah.
And he said, no. If you can't do nothing with it, I'll at least give you $150 if you can at least jack me off.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that was the most bizarre thing.
That was bizarre.
Yeah.
Just
because that was straight out of the motherfucking porno.
Yeah.
Like, I ain't never in my life seen a man that was that damn big naturally.
Yeah. And you said this was an older white guy?
Yeah, this is an older white cat. And,
okay.
He was a businessman.
So you white people listen up. It ain't just the black guys. It's a couple of white guys out there that's
a few and far between, but they're out there.
Hung like horses and into some weird shit. Weird fantasies, I guess.
I had the most.
What about the MS-13? For the people who don't know, what is MS-13?
It is a gang out of California. Mm-hmm. They're actually everywhere, but they oriented in California.
Okay. And what was you doing? What was your involvement with them at this time?
I had turned a trick with one of them. Mm-hmm. It was down here, and I'm not going to reveal no names, of course, but needless to say, I ended up getting branded, and I still have the brand mark on my back.
Right now?
And it's on my butt.
We want to see it.
No.
Shit, we gotta pull this together. This is raw interview. Mike Pippen.
I don't feel
Mike Pippen exclusive. That's you got some shorts? Can we hook up on one day and you have some shorts or something on him?
Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah. So he branded you why? Because of the quality of the product?
His property. I was his bottom. And in case some of y'all don't want.
What's a bottom?
His number one bitch, his bottom bitch, his ride or die, his go-to.
How does a woman get that role? What is that based on? Is that your first girl? Is that your main,
the one that come hell or high water, take a bullet, you know what I'm saying, give one, take one.
Yeah.
You know, one that'll do anything and everything to make sure you're safe and to make sure you're happy.
And she instruct the other girls. Have you ever messed with a trick inadvertently or advertently without protection? And keep it all the way real with me.
Yes, I have.
What was the situation?
And many times, I mean, yeah, because if you ever run across a girl and she tells you...
Was this in the 90s, the 2000s?
No, this has just even been in the last 4 or 5 years.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? If you ever
I appreciate your honesty, too, on that.
If you ever run into a girl and she tells you she ain't never had a disease, she's a motherfucking lie.
Yeah.
Okay? Especially if she's been out here in the game.
Yeah.
Okay? That's
Condoms break, huh?
All day long. And then you got some niggas that are sneaky enough to put pinholes in them. Okay? So, I mean, it is what it is.
Why would a guy want to put a pinhole in a woman that he don't know?
They got something, okay, and they want to pass it on. They excuse is always I'm allergic to latex. I'm allergic to lambskin. Okay, well, You know, the first day that I'm out, I'm all about using condoms.
Yeah.
But going into that second, third, and fourth day, man, listen, can you pull out? All right, let's go. Let's do this.
Now who have this? Is this your job to keep the condoms? Is it their job, or is it a mutual thing, or what? Like when you re-up, make money, you know what I mean?
It's both parts.
Yeah.
It should be both parts.
Hold on, we got a little
Yeah.
wind accumulation.
You know, it should be both parts. It should be both responsibilities.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know, it is what it is. You know, in today's day and age, every time I've been to jail, or every time I've been to prison, and I've been 6 times, when they call me back to the infirmary, from my dorm to the infirmary, I am sweating bullets the whole time because I know how I'm living out here.
You got 6 numbers?
I got 6 penitentiary numbers.
From prostitution or from what?
Drugs, prostitution, or not prostitution, but because here in the state of Ohio, the only way you can get a felony prostitution is if you're HIV.
Okay.
Now, I have a shitload of solicities. I have a shitload of prostitution charges, but they're all misdemeanors.
Yeah.
But I went to jail. I went to prison for drugs, guns, checks. By any means necessary, I'm going to support my habit.
Have anybody in your family gave up on you or walked away? What is it like going to prison that many times and fighting addiction and fighting prostitution? Do people judge, or do you have a street family?
Unfortunately, my family is very judgmental. I have one aunt, she's dying of cancer right now, but she's the only one in my family that has never given up on me. Never.
That's what's up.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, when I was in
And where's
jail,
she at?
She currently is at home.
In Ohio? She's in Columbus.
Here in Columbus. Actually, she's over off Westerville Road. She's dying of cancer.
Sorry about that.
So, you know, I do my best to get my life together for her.
Now, what's some programs in Columbus or just anywhere in prison that you...
Mary Haven.
Yeah.
Mary Haven.
What's some services that you take advantage of over there?
The housing project. And then I went through... Second Chance Living, Another Chance Living.
Yeah.
2 different programs.
Yeah.
So.
How were you referred to Another Chance Housing?
Through a friend of mine.
Okay.
He used to sell cigarettes downtown. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, we definitely gotta get an interview with him. Newport OG.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
So he just, you know,
So the Mary Haven program was community grounds, or
basically
the community program they had?
You got to. Just like anything else, you gotta want it, because there's no amount of jail, probation, court, none of that. If you don't want to get clean, you're not going to.
At all.
At all. That's just the way it is. Now today, I don't like to use that word sobriety, okay, because I never know what I'm going to do from one day to the next.
Yeah.
Okay, let alone 1 minute to the next. All I know is right now, today, do I want to get high? No. Now,
Yeah.
what might happen 30 minutes from now? That's a different story.
What triggers that? Is it people
Usually
seeing other hoes on the street, or
usually,
what is it?
No, usually it's my depression. So I just have to stay up on my medication and everything, and continue to surround myself with positive people.
Yeah.
You know.
Okay, what I want to do right now, I want to walk from here, and we're going to walk some of the street areas that you walk. I'm gonna kind of try to stay in the cut.
Okay.
And just see, you know, what the temperature is.
Okay.
If somebody pull up to you, you know, whatever, but I just want to see how this shit really goes down.
Not a problem.
You know what I'm saying?
Not a problem.
All right, we're going to get back to y'all.
All right.
One-on-one with Mike Pippen. Yeah, man. Different time zones, you know what I'm saying? I wrote this up in the sky. You know what you was doing when you did what you did. Like, I'm thinking about rapping, you know what I mean? Yeah. Do anything for it. I'm supposed to be chilling and to get high. Geek and free, told him that he needs some sleep. Got a date with destiny, so we had a meet and greet. No matter what your preference is, I told him be discreet. If the money's sweet, then I'll never leave the streets. geeking free. Told him that he needs some sleep. Got a date with destiny. So we had a meet and greet. No matter what your preference is, I told him be discreet. And if the money's sweet, then I never leave the streets. These boys acting childish like a backyard childish. I'm the king of the ring, like my name Haku. I got millionaire swag. Where I'm from taught me gang. Stay down and got some racks. I was going through some things. It was going through my mail, trying to find out where I stay. Uber black dropped the raw. My crib was dark like purple rain. I'm a hero turned villain when you dealing with the devil. Dark was killing and finessing, and this shit was getting stressful. I was only being helpful, took my kindness for a weakness, and my cup was running over. But everybody wasn't eating, started playing with the numbers. Just some long range of vision. Mix a cola with the soda, watch it change like a chameleon. All the buildings had to change, every business had some work, and then they hired from within. I had my own infrastructure, everything was going perfect. Did a merger, taking chances, planting seeds in the hood. I called it growth and expansion. Geeking free, told him that he needs some sleep. Got a date with destiny, so we had a meet and greet. No matter what your preference is, I told him don't matter free. And if the money's sweet, then I'll never leave the streets. Never. Geeking free, told him that he needs some sleep. Got a date with destiny, so we had a meet and greet. No matter what your preference is, I told him be discreet. And if the money's sweet, then I'll never leave the streets. High above the ground, what's the plan when I land? Seattle show me love, it felt like Tokyo, Japan. Need a loyal lab rat, different flavors if it's potent. I was at a crossroad, should I sell it, should I smoke it? Only roll up with a vibe, hope the liquor coincide. Climb that mountain one more time, let me be your tour guide. Blue cheese sour turning sweet when you get it. Money or my freedom, but my life is an exhibit. Know what to do and not to do to make a good decision. Come and get your membership, we only training killers. Body know me, I be cooking chicken dinners. And he say he want that baby face, then I'm gonna need a blender. Mint chocolate wafer bars, crunchy in the middle. Let me get it. Baby got a sweet tooth, it's 30 for the Skittles. Yay on top of yay, run and play like NBA. I be traveling like Harden, but I never fade away. Geeking free, told him that he needs some sleep. Got a date with destiny, so we had a meet and greet. No matter what your preference is, I told him be discreet. And if the money's sweet, then I'll never leave the streets. Geeking free, told him that he needs some sleep. Got a date with destiny, so we had to meet and greet. No matter what your preference is, I told him be discreet. And if the money's sweet, then I'll never leave the streets.
Never.
Geeking free.
Geeking free.
She's seen the worst and she's seen some of the best.
Yeah.
And my thing is right here, she done bounced back
Okay.
enough to where she got her focus on.
Yeah.
And
Alright, thanks for telling
we
me.
gonna go from there. You know what
Okay.
I'm saying? We gonna build from where we are now, from where we've been. Don't know where you're going unless you know where you've been.
Now, what's your affiliation with Vanessa Lynn? How you know her?
This is my niece right here.
For sure.
Okay? I know her because she been there for me as I tried to been there for her.
Yep.
So,
We go back like 4 flats on the Cadillac.
baby.
Make that 5, because Cadillacs have 5 tires on them.
Yeah, you
For
got
sure.
the fifth wheel.
Okay, back to the interview.
Okay.
Tupac.
One of the greatest men that ever lived.
Man.
Say it again, Tupac.
One of the greatest men that ever lived.
Let me see. Tim McGraw.
My pussy boy crush.
For real?
Yeah.
All right.
I love a lot of him. A lot of his music. Him and Faith Hill was one of my first country music concerts when they first opened up Nationwide Arena.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Pork or beef?
Couldn't tell you.
Done or undone?
Done.
Black or white?
Black.
Let me see. Rap or rock?
R&B.
You don't get to pick that. What you like about R&B?
Oh, I love me some Luther.
Luther?
When I growing up, we used to always say
Big Luther, Little Luther?
big.
What about Tina Marie? Let me throw that in there because you kind of remind me of Tina Marie. You know, you like a white girl with some soul. You know, you got some
Yeah.
connections. What's the best date you ever been on?
Netflix and chill.
Word?
Yeah.
Oh, so you cool laid back like that, huh?
Yeah. I don't have to be around a bunch of people.
Yeah. So you don't like big events. You ain't really old school.
I can take it or leave it. I mean, I like the fair.
Yeah.
I like the club scene, but also, you know, in the last 20 years, you gotta look at the shit that's happened at the club scene. You know, I used to run around at the old CNX, cut and stab, for those of you that don't know.
Cut and stab.
You know, Fit and Cassidy. But, you know, those were, you know, so.
They used to have a good kitchen up in there too, man.
Yes, yeah.
I see CNS.
The Macon, Mount Vernon.
Mount Vernon, look, she always come back to Mount Vernon.
You know.
Money earning, Mount Vernon.
Okay, you know.
What bars you used to go into other than like you used to go to Alexander's or?
Yeah, I've been to Alexander's. I love the Cannon Bar. Love let's see.
So you like them East Side men, huh?
Yeah.
You like them East Siders.
Let's see. Heavy metal MC.
Heavy metal. Are you connected to any clubs, or were you in any biker clubs back then?
My uncle was the president of the Avengers here in Columbus before he died.
Of the who?
Of the Avengers.
The Avengers, okay.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Yeah. I'm affiliated. I don't really consider. I mean, I'm connected everywhere I go. You know what I'm saying? I've got, you know, connects everywhere. You know, and a little bit of anything, up ground, down ground, you know, underground, you name it.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's not always, you know, who you know or what you know. You know what I'm saying? It can go either way.
Ohio State or Michigan?
Michigan.
Oh hell no, man! We about to cut this.
I've always been for the underdog. I'm the underdog.
Y'all ain't the underdog. Y'all got all the wins from back in the day. We just catching up.
Yeah, that's true.
But that's cool. That's cool. You threw a little rod in the game a little bit. North or south? North. East or west?
Do I have to pick?
I know.
East.
East side.
East side all day long.
That's what's up.
East side middle.
So, you know, I'm gonna hit you. I guess we're gonna conclude it like this. 40 years from now, somebody go on YouTube, they type in interviews of people from Ohio or old interviews or something like that. 40 years from now, what do you want to say to the person that's gonna watch this 40 years from now about what was going on in time and what you would tell them to do moving forward in life?
Don't let your past hinder you. Don't let your past be a reason to stay where you're at. Because they call it history for a reason. Because it's his story. Okay, and that's just what it is. It's your life, it's your story. You know, I'm not telling you to get over it. Don't bury it. Don't put a band-aid on it. Deal with it and move on. Okay? Don't be a victim. Be a survivor. Fix that crown, keep it pushing.
There it is, Vanessa Lynn. We'll be checking back in with you, Lynn. Thank you for your wisdom. Thank you for your expertise. And thank you for just being able to see your growth. You know what I'm saying? One-on-one with Mike Pippen. We out. Vanessa Lynn exclusive.